My name is Samar Ahmad, and today I will be presenting my album Artwork Redesign for Ultraviolence by Lana Del Rey. For the concept and direction of the project, I focused on the emotional atmosphere of the song Ultraviolence. I wanted it similar to her music video, and to do this, I had a lone bride stand in the middle of the dark forest, symbolizing emotional isolation, vulnerability, and being trapped within a toxic relationship. So the veil creates mystery and softness, while the forest creates a feeling of fear and emptiness. I intentionally contrasted beauty with darkness, and the delicate bridal imagery represents innocence and romance, while the surrounding environment reflects emotional pain and loneliness. So this mood board helped guide the visual language of my project. I collected imagery that reflected the emotional tone and aesthetic of ultraviolence, including lace textures, forests, soft lighting, vintage imagery, and bridal symbolism. The lace imagery was especially important because it symbolized innocence. For my topography choices, I was in between a bold sans serif topography and an elegant script topography. However, I decided to go with the bold because I wanted to emphasize the darkness rather than make the topography elegant. I wanted the font to look violent instead of sweet and elegant, just to contrast the beauty with darkness. So during my design process, my original idea was to create something visually closer to the original Ultraviolence album cover using black and white imagery. However, as I developed the project further, I realized I wanted to focus specifically on the emotional theme of the song itself. So I shifted towards darker forest imagery and bridal symbolism to better represent emotional loneliness and vulnerability, similar to her music video. And the vintage coloring was important because it created a faded, nostalgic feeling. So this slide shows my finalized front and back album artwork. So for the front cover, I centered the bride figure to create a strong visual emphasis and a clear focal point. And I wanted to use lace to overlay and add texture, which reinforced the theme of femininity. And for the back cover, I kept the dark forest background consistent to maintain unity. I used clear alignment and spacing for the tracklist to improve readability and organization. So this slide shows the full album spread design. I carefully organized the front cover, spine, and back cover using a structured layout grid to ensure alignment and consistency. I also used proximity and alignment to organize information clearly and guide the viewer's eye, and I used continuity of the forest background to help unify the entire spread and create a seamless visual experience. So for the mock-up presentation, I wanted to visualize how the album would appear as a physical product. The CD case presentation helped communicate the realism of the design, and I also designed the CD itself using lace textures to continue the visual language established throughout the project. And I wanted to create consistency to strengthen the album's identity. This mock-up allowed me to see how all of the individual design elements work together as a package. Thank you so much.